Welcome, everybody, to a special episode of a pre recorded Sunday sermon. Guys, this is No Risk, No Premium in our Wolves of Love Discord and on Twitter. Guys, what is up? Hopefully, y'all are having a fantastic Sunday. Today, I'm getting in here a tad bit earlier because I want to make sure that I get all my shit ready to go. I'm ready to lock and load for this week ahead. I'm very excited. So I'm getting a little preemptive here. I'm hopping in earlier than our normal time, but it'll give y'all plenty of time to go back and review this, check out your levels, do your homework, make sure you're ready bright and early in the pre-market Monday morning. But with that being said, let's hop right in, guys. How I want to start this one today is this. Okay. First of all, this week is all about oh no, we're on the right week. Right here. You guys see FOMC minutes. We always know massive volatility when that comes. Lots of fake outs, lots of get you caught off sides, right? Lots of flipping the hips. Guys, be ready for Wednesday. The market will likely make a very nice move tomorrow. And I'll explain that why Tuesday and Wednesday could easily be a base day for this event right here. Okay. And let me explain my thoughts of what I think on the FOMC minutes when I start looking at the charts. But guys, that's all I'm really looking for there. Now you have to know this week, I do want to see some retail sales. Costco has a earnings this week. We know why Costco is important, guys. Why is Costco important right now? Because we saw what happened when Target reported earnings. Okay. We saw inflation, how it was really hitting them. Okay. So I want to see what Costco reports. I think it'll be very important to the market as a whole. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. All right, my apologies. All righty, hopefully hear me loud and clear. But now, sorry, my cord was caught up on something else, reeling over it. All right, but now we're good. So I want to look at Costco. I want to see what they're going to say for their earnings report when they talk about their forward guidance. And then the biggest one I think everyone will also be watching is NVIDIA. So we have NVIDIA on Wednesday, Costco on Thursday. So NVIDIA on Wednesday, we have Fed speaking Wednesday, Costco on Friday. So I'll probably be holding 0 things overnight from Tuesday to Friday. I don't typically hold things overnight, as you guys know. I've been in most part a day trader with an elevated VIX, and just as much volatility as it had, it's hard to see which way we can gap up, we can gap down, right? I don't want to make a guessing game. I just want to play what's in front of me, okay? But yes, Wednesday, NVIDIA, Thursday, Costco. And then obviously Young Pow on Wednesday. So let's see what happens there. Now let's zoom out here, guys. We're all going to look at SPY. We love SPY. Let's see what SPY is doing. Guys, I want to give you a macro perspective real quick, okay? A macro perspective. What I did here was did a very simple Fibonacci retracement, okay? From COVID low to what I call COVID high, okay? This is a monthly chart. So if you take a very, very simple approach to this, you go, where did we freak out to and where did we rip to? You do a retracement there, okay? Then you see what? You see that the very first significant on a higher time frame, I mean macro perspective time frame, 38.2. That would be your ultimate goal if you were to swing when you knew that this was the top. Okay, you probably would about 6 months, 9 months, 1 year out. You could have done some nice puts. But look, let's zoom in now. Okay, let's zoom in. Why is that a significant level? Well, if you guys remember when we had the bottom of the Ukraine news right here, okay, the bottom of the Ukraine news right here was 410. Remember that we gapped down and then we ripped to 426 that same day. Well, that rip higher ended up going to about 460. So I did another Fibonacci retracement. Very simple. I wanted to see, hey, where could we retrace to if we're still continuing to be in a downtrend, which we were. Why were we still in a downtrend? We're underneath the 5 MA. Very simple. Okay. So now you could see these smaller Fibonacci numbers that are from this point of my cursor all the way in are just from this swing low to swing high. And then the larger ones are obviously from the COVID. So they extend all the way out here. So you guys see that. So now let's zoom it in and let's really get to the meat and potatoes here. Where did we bounce on Friday? What did I tell you guys on Friday? What did I tell Twitter on Friday? I'm fully expecting a bounce between where? If you guys could see the number here, the 161.8 fib level that was on the recent swing low to swing high off Ukraine news to 462. Okay. Brought us where? 378. Okay. And then the macro, right? The macro monthly chart from COVID low to COVID high brought us to 380. I said, if we touch 380, we'll bounce so fucking recklessly that it'll catch everybody off sides and keep them in awe. Because everybody's going to want to short 380 for some reason. I don't know why. Psychological level. Where was the low? 380.54. We had 380.01. Okay. We were 40 fucking whatever cents off, 50 cents off, whatever. Boo hoo. Go cry about it. We knew that 380 was going to be such a significant bounce. And what happened when we got down there? Okay. We'll go to like a 30-minute. This is just Friday here. We touched here and then went bazooka squeeze. I said, as long as we get through 385, we'll definitely go to 380, 390. Okay. Said that to you guys. We had lots of people take calls. Great action. Great play. Lots of fun. But we knew that was going to happen. Now, what happens from here? What happens from here? Well, let's go to the daily. Okay. We see what we like to call that skinny ass wick to the bottom, right? Right off of this huge bounce level. And then what did we also do? We went and reclaimed a very important support. Okay. So we found a new support and reclaimed an existing support. Okay. To me, that calls what I call a local bottom. I am by no means whatsoever calling this is bottom, guys. This is bottom. Now we're going to rip to all-time highs. Absolutely not, because we haven't even started unloading the balance sheet on the Fed. All right. I don't think that we are anywhere near close to a bottom, but for a short-term bottom time frame, could we get a nice squeeze up like we did from 404 up here to 430, right? Like we did from 385 to 411, 408. Could we get another one of those where we go higher? Possibly. If you look, it looks like we have a little bit of a shoulder and then maybe a head. Do we go back to 410? Well, I could tell you guys this. I've been telling everybody on Twitter and you guys since Friday, look for the 20 MA on the daily. 20 MA on the daily. Okay, 20 MA on the daily. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. 407. 407. And then we also have the 21 EMA here in the red. Green is 20 MA. Red is 21 EMA. I am looking. That is my goal for probably this whole entire week. At least 408. Okay, at least 408. Okay, we know between 408 and 410 is a big level. Why? Well, let's look. This, you have to zoom out for this one, guys. Okay. This was Ukraine news, invasion, gap down. Then we ripped higher, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounce off of 410 area. We knew that was major resistance. Then when we knew underneath 410 happened, we were going to have a major breakdown. So we had our breakdown and retest, didn't get through. Are we going to try to retest it again? My mind says we're so far fucking stretched away from all of the MAs that we're going to have to make our way back at some point to touch them. Because if you just look on every drop, we come back to the 20. Every drop, we come back to the 20, come back to the 20, come back to the 20, hover around the 20, come back to the 20, right? Almost to the 20. Is it going to happen again? My guess is probably yes. Okay. We're going to see some squeezes happen. Just like the squeeze happened here, higher, caught everybody off guards. Everybody flipped their hits long right here. And then the market said, fuck you, I'll see you 60 points lower. 70 points lower. What, 460? 460s. Yeah, 70 points. 80 points lower. Goddamn, 380. Right? Just think about that for a second. The market said, look, we're going to all-time highs. Fuck you, just kidding. We're coming down here to 380. Okay? So just think about that for a second. Every time we get overextended from our MAs, we make our way back to it. So my goal for this week is at least 407. Okay, after 407, Yeah, obviously 410 is a massive, 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 massive level. And if we get through that, we will definitely squeeze back up to at least 420s, at least the 420s. And by that time, the 50 MA, which is this purple dotted, will probably be about 426, maybe. We'll see where we open at tomorrow, maybe 426 ish. Okay. And we see here, is there huge resistance right here? Yes, there is. We could not get through that level. So 426 to 430 would be an ideal area to bust through 410 and get to. Okay. We might be flipping our hips to buying the dip for a little bit here. That's okay. Okay. That's okay. Do we get dovish Fed news on Wednesday and they fucking scream us higher? That's what this was right here. Okay. So let's see what happens. But the levels, guys, are still very, very, very simple. Okay. Obviously, we have the 5 MA, which we love, and the 8 EMA, very close on top of each other. 395, 396. That's also that Fibonacci level, which was respected numerous times. So, guys, above 390, it's 392, 396. Okay. Then 400 is a psychological level. I would call 403 being the next resistance. Then 408, 410. Then I would do personally about four. Yeah, this one's a hard one. I think 416. I would do 416 for me. You can see how it's some resistance in here or some support and resistance within here. Okay. So here we go. What do we got? 490, 493, 496. 400, 403, 408, 410, 416. Lots and lots and lots and lots of turbulence for the bulls to get through if they really want to make a case for themselves. Let's see. But we've got this skinny ass wick to the bottom. All righty. Downside levels, since we're in more price discovery there. Not discovery, but we haven't been at those levels in a long time. If we zoom out, let's go to the monthly. The next Fibonacci retracement will probably be my next level is 349.13. So call it even 315. We also have the 50 on the monthly in this area. The weekly might give us a little bit better insight as to what we could get to. Yeah, see, we have the 200 day on the weekly at 347. So monthly 50, weekly 200, very close to each other. Okay. So 349, call it 350. I think that's where we ultimately can get to very, very easily, guys. What they say in a bear market is the goal of all the stocks on their weekly is to get back to their 200-day moving average on the weekly chart. So let's see what happens. But we all see how big of a psychological level that this 380 is, right? We all understand 380. So downside levels is still 385, 380. And then I would come look over here. I'd say about 370. See how this is a double bottom right here? See if I can zoom this in a tad. You see how this was huge resistance, then it became support. So we'll just put a dot right there. Boom. You guys see that, right? Rip up, couldn't get through, long wicks, open above, back test, rip higher. Almost another back test there too. So even just what you can call it 371, I would call 370 even. Okay, so we have a long way to fall. Okay, long way to fall. 370, then I got pretty much 350 from there. You can see how almost this fib level perfectly lines up right here. Look at that. The 50% retracement, resistance, breakthrough, back test here. 350. So 370, you could call the bottom of this candle right here. You can 355, but it's big swings underneath to me. Ultimate price target 350 though, for sure. That's where the 200-day moving average is. On the weekly, I believe we just saw, right? Yep, we'll get in there. Then on the monthly 20-day, or I'm sorry, the monthly 50 days is purple, is at 341, which will make its way up a little bit towards that 350 area. So lots of congestion in there for the downside, but let's see what happens for this week. Now I want to look at one other thing, what we love. The VIX. Okay, look at the VIX here, guys. If you look on the monthly chart, does this not look like just a massive flag? Okay, or pennant, whatever you want to call it. But you guys can see this TTM squeeze here has been red, Ready? And the momentum from this is the yellow momentum this would technically be selling pressure. It's getting less and less. Think of this like a histogram, like a MACD. The pressure to the downside is less. The TTM Pro also in a squeeze. The yellow is just a less of a squeeze, right? But still nonetheless a squeeze with lighter momentum coming. So we are underneath. I'm sorry, all of our MAs as well on this monthly are underneath. Okay. I would not be surprised if all these wicks finally go away and we finally get up here to 40 and then above 40. I mean, these are COVID times up here. So let's get to 50, get to 60, get to 70, whatever. But it looks like this thing could be ready to actually get firing up. But do we get maybe a back test of the MAs here? I don't know. The 5 MA is where? 27. We closed at 29. Okay. Do we come down and back test one more time? You know, the 821 is the yellow and the red, 821 EMAs, 8 being yellow, red being 21 EMA. You know, possibly we have done it this whole time. So we could be, that's where I'm saying we could get a nice bounce where we get initial body down on the monthly or to finish this month out. Sorry. To finish this month out, we could fill the body down in this level. It's very possible. We have one more week. Now let's go to the weekly. Now this thing, I mean, you could just see this thing's ready to scream. I mean, it's ready to scream. It is absolutely ready to scream. Okay. I have no idea what it wants to do, but me and my bias, I think, is higher. I mean, look at it, and look at it again. Do we come back test 25 one more time? Maybe. And then go higher? Maybe. Let's see. But something to stay aware of is definitely the VIX still. Okay. So one last time, guys, very, very, very quickly. Okay. For me, if you're asking, hey, Chris, how would you play this? How would you play this week coming? Okay. If 390 or 385 holds, if it holds, I'm going long. I'm going to take a stab long, 100%. Okay. And from there, I would be a straight levels trader. If we go long at, 385, okay. If we go long at 385, okay, then we take profits at 390. Okay. If we open up, let's say we gap up, I have no idea where we're going to open them all. Say we gap up a little bit, 392, we back test 390. I'm probably going to take it long to 393, maybe leave runners to 396. Okay. The other way I play it is I would probably go short off of 408 initially. I think that'd be a great trade off 408. Okay. Because I think if we actually get through 396, I'd probably be looking to go long there as well. A break of 396 guarantees us to at least 403. Okay. At least 403. So that's how I would play that, guys. I'd be looking for a double bottom 390, 395. I'm looking as long as it holds, probably take some calls there. I think that'd be a good trade. And then take it level by level, 393, 396, 400. Over 396, we definitely are going to go try 400, 403. All righty. Definitely looking for some puts off of 408. Okay. And if 410 breaks, get out of the way. We are going to scream. We are going to scream, guys. Okay. So real quick upside levels. We have 390, 393, 396, 400, 403, 408, 410, 416. Downside 385, 380, 385, 380. Then I got 370. Then I got 350. Okay. We'll see what the Fed does this week. Okay. No idea what they're going to do. So we'll just be ready for it. Monday, we probably get a nice move tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday could easily be a consolidation in anticipation for Jerome Powell. They're going to pump the juice, or they're going to pump the IVs. They're going to juice these puppies up. They're going to get them way too expensive for you. Then they're going to try to catch you offside. So guys, do me a favor. Practice risk management this week. Practice patience. Patience will get you paid every single time. Okay. Other than that, guys, do your homework. Okay. Get your levels down. Put your contracts up. Okay. You guys can see I have SPX calls and SPX puts. I put them both right here. They're both linked to Active Trader. Okay. They're both linked to I can actually link them to a chart where I look at them. And then on my other screen here, right, I also have it where I can trade them, right? And I could buy and sell limit, or I could just buy and sell market down here. I am equipped to be able to click through contracts all the time and constantly watching premiums on them, constantly watching if the contracts are at a bottom. Okay. So be ready, guys. All right. Be ready for this week. Love you guys. I'll see y'all bright and early in the Discord. Peace.